Back to serve for Kansas, the aforementioned Ryan White, 5'9" senior from Richland, Washington, a transfer from Oregon State, and we are underway. First point of the matchup goes to the Purdue Boilermakers off of a service error.
Yeah, and I think something that you're going to have to look at in this game is both of the setters, Kristen Klein for Kansas and Taylor Anderson for Purdue. Both are such incredible talents, and they really have a natural gifted ability to put a pass wherever they so well please.
Now the Windermere, Florida native Julia Kane. That one's tooled off the block of the Purdue Boilermakers. We're knotted up at 1.
Yeah, that's Grace Nelson right there, the Kansas #1. And she has been electric this tournament, and she really is kind of the heart and the fire of the Jayhawks, at least from what we've seen here at Beeland Court.
Molly McCarthy sending it away. Lindsay Miller on the slide, and Kansas can't keep it up. Miller with her first kill of the matchup. Purdue with an early 2-1 lead.
Nice swing from Lindsay Miller, new addition to the Boilermakers this season. Just brings a lot of experience, the grad student, and a good swing right down that end line. And able to get it down. Ryan White nearly got it up, but just not high enough for Logan Bell to pick it up.
So now Sienna Miller kisses the tape. It goes over, though. A lot of athleticism for the Kansas Jayhawks. Purdue trying to go back-to-back. Kenna Woolard with a big swing. Net violation against the Purdue Boilermakers, and the point goes to Kansas. You see Grace Nelson getting ready to serve it away here. Nelson, the 6'1" sophomore from River Forest, Illinois, River Forest High School. Joust at the net goes in favor of the Jayhawks. It's 3-2. And that's something that Purdue's going to have to figure out here early on in this one, is a lot of size on that front line for the Kansas Jayhawks.
Yeah, and they're going to quickly figure out who Ryan Swanson is. She just stuffed that one down on the Boilermakers. They're going to have a plan to shut her down today.
The Jayhawks are going to have to find out who Kenna Woolard is as she tools that one off the block. Her first kill of the matchup. We're tied at 3. Woolard returning to the left side after spending 2 seasons on the right side. On the slide, Julia Kane able to dig that one up in the back row. Reset. Down the line and out of play, point Purdue. A great setup there offensively for Kansas, and when you get that setup on the slide, you got to be able to finish.
Yeah, Kansas really loves to implement that slide setup for their outside hitters, especially for their number 10 in Reese Patak. She was almost always attacking from there in their last match.
Boilers just have to get it over. Jayhawks will get a free ball. Patak again takes a little bit off of it. McAller keeps it up. Woolard tries to put it down, but the Jayhawks are ready. Boiler block, bounced around, long volley. Dave Shondel's hollering at the team. Woolard with a block. Jayhawks reset. Dug out in the back row. Anderson, Woolard, cash, money. Woolard puts it down, her second kill of the matchup. Purdue leads by 2.
And I think what Dave Shondel was hollering at earlier was that he thinks that there was a suspected net touch on Kansas, but Purdue wins the point regardless, so no harm, no foul.
Be prepared if you're the Purdue Boilermakers, and now Taylor Anderson, the junior setter, sends it away. Patak again. Boilers are ready. Joust at the net, won by Kansas. Too strong is Ryan Swanson.
Yeah, Ryan Swanson has been getting off to fast start after fast start after fast start this year, and it's just starting once again. That's the second kill for her in as many tries.
Yeah, Swanson 2 for 4 now, hitting .500. Patak sends it away from behind the service line. Dior Charles on the slide. No touch, and it goes out of play. We're knotted up at 5. Close, but a nice job there for McCarthy to get out of the way. Now Patak. Patak, a service error possibly caused by the block party. Dealing with that over there for the Kansas Jayhawks for every other set. With the building sold out here tonight, we'll see how the noise, the environment affects Kansas. Kenna Woolard back to serve. Woolard, service ace number 1, and Woolard gives the Boilers a 2-point advantage, 7-5. Woolard already with 2 kills and 2 digs.
It'll be interesting to see how much the aces and the service errors really affect this game. Last season, both of these teams finished in the bottom 50 of the country in terms of aces per set, so they're relatively unaggressive serving teams.
Yeah, and speaking of that, the Jayhawks dominant with Ryan Swanson. Swanson has springs in her shoes as she elevates her 3rd kill of the matchup on 6 swings, excuse me.
Yeah, and they still haven't targeted Jovana Zelenovic for an attack yet, so we'll wait to see what happens there.
The size at the net hits the ball down. It caroms off of the hands of Taylor Anderson. Point Purdue, it's 8-6.
That's a free kill for Taylor Anderson, just kind of sticking her hands up there hoping it doesn't hit her, and it just falls on the other side of the net.
Perfect placement, and the Boilers will take it. Ryan McAller sends it away. On the outside, Anderson digs it up. To Cash Anderson, McAleer has to dive but doesn't get there in time. Point Kansas. Cash Anderson didn't play last night in game 2. Out here tonight, we'll see what Anderson can do for the Boilers as we take one more look.
Yeah, it's kind of a difficult touch for Cash Anderson there, but I mean, she's got to do better there. It's just a really poor touch, and it just puts McAleer in a no-win situation.
Grace Heaney with the heat seeker down on the right side, 9-7 Purdue.
Yeah, great swing, the southpaw swing from Heaney on that right side, just past the arms of Nelson down that sideline, landing it to the left of Ryan White. Really nice placement.
Grace Heaney had a big game last night, double-digit kills, looking for another night of that, but just as we can say it right down the line, Kansas with another one, and Grace Nelson, her 2nd now.
And Kansas is actually doubling up Purdue in terms of attacks. Kansas 17, Purdue with just 8. That shows you how many errors Kansas has been committing, but really how efficient Purdue's been as well.
Big swing, and the ball finds the floor. McAleer not able to play that one. Jovana Zelenovic with the kill.
Yeah, Zelenovic getting her first target and her first kill. She's going to be one to watch out for Kansas this season. 6'7" freshman from Serbia. They expect big things from her in the Big 12 play.
Anderson plays that one to Woolard down the middle, and Kenna Woolard goes right up Main Street and finds some real estate, 10-9 Purdue.
A great swing from that back line, really nice. Just guiding it to that end line on the Kansas side.
So now Julia Kane back to serve, the 5'11" defensive specialist from Windermere, Florida. Big swing there, the Boilers were ready. Joust at the net. It's gonna be a free ball for Purdue. Down the line, Woolard. And if some is good, Woolard is better. Back-to-back kills for Kenna Woolard, and Purdue leads by 2.
Yeah, just playing it off the block. Zelenovic gives her pretty much the entire sideline to play with, and she just hits it off the backboard and out.
Julia Kane, joust at the net.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
While they're still young, and so this kind of tournament where you play 3 days in a row and you play really great competition, it's a great time to do it.
Oh my goodness, Kenna Woolard stuffing it right back in the face of the Jayhawks. 7-point advantage now for Purdue.
Kenna Woolard just being her usual great self for Purdue. Just been so on fire this set.
4-0 run for the Purdue Boilermakers. Dior Charles can't put it down, joust at the net. Boilers keep it off the floor. Back to Woolard, who's on fire. Purdue playing unconscious right now. In the middle of a 5-0 scoring run, they're up 19-11.
Well, Matt Ulmer's not going to be happy with the usage of that timeout and how they've come out pretty flat out of it as well.
Down the line. And Ryan Swanson ends the run of the Purdue Boilermakers. Swanson now with 5 kills, leading the Jayhawks.
Yeah, Swanson hitting .364 as well. Such an unbelievable player, and she has been on fire this entire tournament. Really just the main attacker.
Grace Heaney sends that one right down Northwestern Avenue, and it gets sent into the seats. Purdue, the first to 20. It's 20-12 here in set number 1.
Yeah, and that came off an unreal pass from Taylor Anderson. Just so much trickery, setting it just a touch behind her. It's basically an unblocked ball for Haney.
Anderson with 7 assists already here in set number 1. Boilers get on the floor. Cash Anderson. Good defense by the Jayhawks. Anderson, Dior Charles. Kansas with another opportunity. Big swing from the outside, but correction, there were some fingers on that one. Purdue puts their hands on the ball, and Kansas will get the point.
Yeah, just off the tip from Dior Charles there. So another kill for Ryan Swanson. She's up to half a dozen already in this first set. She's been the vast majority of the offense so far for Kansas.
Boilers pop it up. Cash Anderson taps it over, and Cash Anderson is cash money as she puts it on the floor for the first time here this evening.
Very clever touch from Cash Anderson there, just able to tip it over on what was a little bit of an inopportune touch off the set, but a great touch nonetheless, and Purdue earning that point.
McAller sends it away. Big swing, Anderson's able to dig it out. Joust at the net, and Grace Heaney says have some.
I mean, that's just unheard of for them, considering they've only had 14 service errors over the last 2 games. So they just need to kind of settle down a little bit. They're not hitting terribly. It's 158. It's below average, but it's by no means terrible. And they just need to do things like that. And Ryan Swanson has been putting the team on her back. That's 7 kills for her already.
Yeah, Swanson's so silky smooth on that outside, and again, the way that she can jump, she's looking down on everybody, can see the whole floor. And it is paying off here. Kansas needs some help. Lindsay Miller puts it on the floor. Miller's second kill in 4 swings. It's 23-14 now.
Yeah, the Kansas block just looks just a half step behind Purdue right now, and that's really been an issue because it's basically been free hits and free swings for the Boilermakers.
The Boiler block has been impressive here early on. 3 already here in set number 1. Cash Anderson. Good defense there. Kansas is able to keep it off the floor. The block of Anderson and Miller sends it back to Kansas. One more time, going light, a miscommunication between the back row of the Boilers, and Kansas gets the point. 23-15 now.
And that's one of those situations that we saw a lot in the Bowling Green game. Nobody's really calling for it. Nobody's taking initiative to go in and dive for that. Someone's got to have to just take the initiative and be the person that's going to do that every single time so that they can have some kind of consistency in the back row with those little dinks over.
Yeah, there's a 12-year-old at home right now watching this game. He's saying, you got to say mine, mine, mine.
Say it really loud. This place is about to pop.
Lindsay Miller on the slide, and with that, it brings the faithful at Holloway to their feet as Purdue will see set point in set number 1. Julia Kane back to serve. Kane goes short. Kansas plays it on the outside. Net violation against the Purdue Boilermakers. And when you have someone with the size and power of Zelenovic out there on that right side, you can see why there might be some nerves. Kansas with the point. Purdue will see set point number 2. McCarthy sends it away. Anderson. Miller on the slide. Kansas keeps it up. Good defense. Kenna Woolard swing off the fingers. Smart play. Both teams tried some sneakiness. Both teams smart to the game. Long volley. Back and forth we go. Down the line. Into the net is called, and Purdue will get the 25-16 set number 1 victory off of a mental error from the Kansas Jayhawks. Purdue dominated here in set number 1. .4 on the side out, and we're underway here in set number 2. We'll see if the Jayhawks can make the adjustments to what they saw Purdue doing in set number 1. We'll see if Purdue can continue what they were putting out on the floor in set number 1. Kenna Woolard with the hammer. 1-0 Purdue here in set number 2.
Yeah, that one right down the sideline alley for Woolard. And Klein, I think, gave her a little bit of help. That thing may have been going to the left side of the line.
Definitely some English on the ball. Confusion with the Boilers in the back row, and Kansas gets the point. We're tied at 1.
And that's an instance of libero Ryan McAller being a little over-aggressive. Julia Kane definitely had that one, and McAller dove in. That's one of those aggressive ones that she's just going to have to feel out. She's the new libero. They lost Ali Hornung last year from graduation, so you know she's learned a lot from her, but she still has to actually apply it in those games.
Taylor Anderson with her first kill of the matchup as she slips that one over. Anderson to go along with 12 assists as well. Purdue leads 2-1 as we take one more peek. So good is Taylor Anderson with that sneaky no-look dump at the front of the net. Now Kansas trying to respond, and respond they do. Jovana Zelenovic with a hammer on that right side.
Yeah, Zelenovic now up to half a dozen kills herself on 11 total swings. She's been very effective for Kansas in this one.
.545 hitting percentage for Zelenovic. Add an ace to the tally as Kansas starts to build some momentum. Ryan White on the ace.
Yeah, that one just dropped at the last second. Woolard thought for sure that one was going out.
It was the first ace of the matchup here. The service ace of the matchup for Kansas. Too strong, too much size in that front row. Jovana Zelenovic and Reese Patak.
Yeah, you've just got to be perfect when you're passing towards the net when you're Purdue, because Zelenovic, 6'7", she's going to win pretty much every joust in front of the net. And Reese Patak, who's very talented of her own, also she's 6'3", so it's hard to win the height battle up there.
Grace Heaney tries to go back row, and it goes out of play. Point Kansas, and now Kansas is up 5-2.
And Kansas going on a little run here. Now on a 4-0 scoring run.
A little bit too long on that one there from White. Point Purdue as they end the run of the Jayhawks. 5 service errors now for Kansas in the matchup. Now Taylor Anderson, the San Antonio, Texas native, sends it away. Zelenovic banked it off the antenna. That's out of play, so back-to-back points for the Purdue Boilermakers. It's 5-4.
Yeah, just had to kind of side swipe at that one a little bit, just a little bit too far away from her. Ended up scraping the antenna on the way by.
Anderson tried to go back to the same spot. The libero White was able to keep it up. Grace Heaney off the block. And you are not getting away from that. Reese Patak wide open right there in the middle, and she hammers that one home.
Those short little sets can be so dangerous for a block that isn't set, and Reese Patak able to just go right after it.
So now Molly McCarthy, the Rancho Mirage, California native. Molly McCarthy on the serve. Dior Charles on the slide. What a great play from Grace Nelson. Dior Charles tried to go light with the touch. Nelson had the answer, putting it right back to Purdue.
Yeah, really nice. Just pushed it over into that left side, backside of the court.
And then the 6th service error of the matchup. That's what Kansas continuing to struggle with here early on, trying to fix those errors. But Purdue will gladly take them as they're down 2 and Kenna Woolard back to serve. On the slide, Patak. Anderson keeps it up. Purdue gets it over. Down the line again. McAller keeps it up. Cash Anderson off the block. Kansas keeps it up. A free ball for Purdue. Grace Heaney. Grace Heaney finds the range. 3 kills now for Heaney on 5 swings, and Purdue's down 7-6.
Yeah, really nice restraint there to not just rip that through the floor. Just a nice little touch right where no one can get it.
Woolard sends it away. Boiler block. Kansas probably should have let that one go. That was going to hit the floor, but they get the point anyways. They find the back side of the court. 8-6 now, Kansas. And partner, you talked about it a little bit before we got on the air here this evening, but Grace Nelson is a stud, and as advertised, she's been all over the floor tonight for Kansas.
Yeah, I mean, she's a fantastic player. She plays with a lot of heart and soul. You won't recognize her leaving anything out there on the court.
Kansas gets the point. It is now 9-6. Purdue has seemingly gone cold and the crowd has gotten quiet. But another service error, 7 of them now for Kansas, and Purdue gets the ball back. Kansas continuing to open the door for the Boilers. The Overland Park, Kansas native back to serve. And that's the first service error of the matchup for the Purdue Boilermakers, is McAller a little bit long on that one. So now Reese Patak, the Prescott, Wisconsin native, back to serve. Grace Heaney stuffed at the net.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Kenna Woolard, 9th kill of the matchup for Woolard, and the Boilers are in double digits.
Yeah, too much space on that side of the floor to give Kenna Woolard. She's going to exploit that every time. Just so much open room over there.
So now the 5'9" redshirt sophomore. What a swing. Grace Nelson with the howitzer down the left side, and Kansas is up 7.
Yeah, and Grace Nelson has gotten her 2 last swings down for kills after being 2 of 15 originally, so now up to 4 for 17, hitting 176.
White sends it away, and White with another service error, 8 now for Kansas. And Purdue will try to capitalize now on the errors from Kansas. Anderson. And there she is again, Grace Nelson. Takes a little bit off of it, that one, on that one, and puts it on the floor, 18-11.
Yeah, a bit of a late reaction from the back line of Purdue there. They were expecting a big swing, but just a delicate touch into the middle of the floor from Grace Nelson.
A great serve from Kansas. Kane gets it out of the back row. Patak on the slide. Anderson to Heaney. And Grace Heaney banks that one off the block and into the antenna. Point Purdue, it's 12-18. And Heaney now with 4 kills and 3 digs, excuse me.
Yeah, and for Purdue in this set, it's got to be all heart, and to come all the way back, you've got no more timeouts. So It's just got to be the play on the floor.
Again, Grace Nelson, 3 in a row for the sophomore, and she is too strong on that left side.
I mean, unreal. Grace Nelson now 4 for her last 5 swings in terms of kill conversion. She has found some kind of heater.
Cash Anderson banks that one off the hand of Kristen Klein, 19-13. Purdue down 6. They can't exchange points here with Kansas. There's not enough room to make it up. Purdue's going to have to put a little run together here to get back into this set. Big swing. Cash Anderson. Joust at the net, sits on the tape. Boilers still have it. Grace Heaney off the hands. Down the middle. Woolard in the back row. Cash Anderson. Into the net is called against Kansas. So Purdue will get the point after the long rally. It's 19-14.
Yeah, Purdue's been going to Cash Anderson a lot on the attack so far, and just 2 kills to her name on 12 tries with 1 error, but I'm sure if they keep feeding her, she'll pick it up.
Tapped over, the Boilers kept it up, but a miscommunication as Grace Heaney slipped, and Kansas will get the point. They're the first to 20 here in set number 2. So now Reese Patak back to serve. Cash Anderson goes all the way down to get it. Miscommunication, and Grace Heaney, the floor recognition, finds the spot and puts it there. 20-15 now, Purdue down by 5.
Yeah, just kind of an odd ball up near the net. Popot's just whiffs on it, yeah, and then Heaney's able to just dump it into the back after everyone's trying to scramble and recover.
It's like those out-of-system plays when the ball pops up, it's deer in the headlights on both sides, and then Grace Heaney comes in and finishes it off. So Purdue looks for back-to-back points here. A lot of speed on that fastball, but Grace Nelson's not able to put it down on that one. Purdue down by 4 now, 20-16. I got out of the way of that one, and I was standing behind her. Rachel Williams to serve. Pancake dig. What a beautiful save from McAller. Down the line. Woolard keeps it up. McAleer sets up Anderson. Into the block, and Kansas stands tall. Aurora Papitz.
Yeah, really nice block there from Kansas. Popotz and Klein combined for that one to shut out Cash Anderson on the side.
21-16 is the score after Dave Shondell has a conversation. And we're ready to get back to play now. And the aforementioned Kristen Klein back to serve now. And Kansas has been really good on that back row serve. Another service ace, their 3rd. But partner, do you think that they may have found an opening in that Purdue defense in that back row?
I think so. I think they're recognizing that there's a lot of miscommunication when Purdue's in that back row, and they're just going after it and saying, prove to us that you can stop it.
9th service error of the game for Kansas. And it opens the door one more time for Purdue. Down 5. Purdue needs a run here.
The saving grace for Purdue in this set is that Kansas has been very poor from the service line, just in all honesty.
Yeah, because there's swings like that happening right there, and Ryan Swanson elevates through the roof and gets her 11th kill of the matchup, hitting over 320.
Well, the good news is for Kansas, even though you've been poor from the service line, your outside hitters have been fantastic, and Ryan Swanson's up to 11 kills now, hitting 346. Grace Nelson's hitting 182 with 6 kills. Zelenovic is hitting 385 with 6 kills. It's just been a highly efficient day.
Purdue gets a quick response from Kenna Woolard. Woolard now with 10 kills on 21 swings, hitting near 400. See the frustration there from the libero White. She thought she had a good swing on it.
Yeah, and I think that's just been a kind of a collection of things for her as well. I think that she's just had kind of a rough go of it in this game.
And that one is tooled off the block. Jovana Zelenovic, we haven't heard from her in a few minutes. Zelenovic now with 7 kills, hitting near 400. And now Kansas will see set point in set number 2. Boilers have to be perfect. And there's the first one. Kenna Woolard puts it in a perfect spot down the left side.
Yeah, real nice swing. Just putting it right over Klein, who was gonna leave that one anyway. I don't think she had really any choice.
Anderson goes cross court, played by Zelenovic. And that one goes off the Boiler block, and Grace Nelson puts the cap on the Purdue Boilermakers here in set number 2. 25-19 is the score, and we are now tied up at 1 set apiece.
Kansas on the other side of the ball lost 5 players that were on the All Big 12 first or second team. So it's just 2 completely new teams that are still kind of getting used to each other, getting used to playing starting minutes and things like that. And so it's early in the year. There's going to be wrinkles. There's going to be kinks. It's just going to be a rough go of it until they can pull themselves through this little rough patch in the start and then really get back to business probably when conference play starts. At least that's what coaches would hope for.
Well, both teams starting off on the scoring foot. Cash Anderson first, and now out of the back row, Grace Nelson for Kansas, and we're tied up at 1 here in set number 3. Tenth service error of the matchup for Kansas, as Logan Bell has struggled there behind that service line here this evening. And now the hometown kid, Rachel Williams, the 5'7" redshirt sophomore from West Lafayette, Indiana, went to West Lafayette High School, actually like 2 blocks away from where we're sitting at right now. And now getting to play her college ball here in West Lafayette at Purdue. Tooling that one off the block is Grace Nelson. Nelson with her 9th kill of the matchup, hitting near 250.
Yeah, Nelson's done a really nice job offensively today. She's kind of taken the part as that second striker, if you will, for Kansas. It's obviously been Swanson as the number 1 throughout most of this tournament, but then Zelenovic is typically number 2. Today, it feels like it's Grace Nelson.
And Kenna Woolard wakes up for the Purdue Boilermakers as she puts it on the floor, her 12th kill of the matchup. The Illinois native is hitting near 420. And the Boilers have their second service error of this matchup. Taylor Anderson tried to go light on that front left side, and it just didn't get over the tape. Molly McCarthy now back to serve for Kansas. And miscommunication from the Purdue Boilermakers. Kane directed it towards the front of the net, and it kind of went off to the left with no one there. So back-to-back points for Kansas. It's 3-4 or 4-3 now.
Yeah, that's one of those communication things that you will figure out as the season goes along. Obviously, in an ideal situation, Taylor Anderson just goes beelining across the court to grab it, but sometimes she just can't get there. So Kenna Woolard's going to have to step up and just take the fall for the team and try and send it to the cross court so Heaney can slam it down.
Woolard now behind the service line. On the slide, Dior Charles. What seems like she was floating in the air forever, gets a finger on it and puts it right over the net.
Yeah, almost like hovering in front of the net. Really long wingspan, able to keep her hand up there, able to touch it down.
Grace Heaney stuffs it right back into the lap of the Jayhawks. Grace Nelson tried to go light, and Heaney was there.
Yeah, Nelson's game is certainly not the pushing. It's certainly just the kind of hard swings, and then the little delicate taps over, definitely not pushing it over.
Kenna Woolard with a service error, and the Jayhawks get the ball back. And yeah, speaking of Grace Nelson, who steps back behind the service line, if she was a pitcher in baseball and I was the catcher, she's getting the #1 sign always. It's always fastball.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just want the smoke. Another service error for Kansas. It's 12 now. And Purdue with a 2-point advantage, and Ryan McAller behind the service line. McAller goes over the tape. It gets over. Kansas keeps it alive. Cash Anderson. Anderson cashes in and gives the Boilers a 3-point advantage. Anderson now with 5 kills on 8 swings. And Anderson is a journeywoman in college volleyball, spent some time at Auburn, was at Michigan State last season, and now in the transfer portal here at Purdue this season. Patak with the response, elevates and puts it on the floor. Kansas behind and trying to climb back in here, down 2.
Yeah, haven't heard Reese Patak's name in quite a while on the attack, and it's because she's been pretty inefficient. Just 3 kills on 14 swings and 3 errors. She's hitting 0.
Oh my goodness, Grace Heaney is a magician. How did she get that one around the block? 9-6 lead for Purdue.
Yeah, nice swing right through the seam of Swanson down the sideline and past McCarthy on the other side.
It's like shake and bake. Now you see her, now you don't. Purdue leads 9-6. A collection of Boilers meeting to keep the ball on the ground. Cash Anderson with some English takes a little bit off of it. Elevation, and the Boiler blocks, not able to keep that one off the floor. And another kill for Ryan Swanson. She leads the Jayhawks with 12 on 27 swings.
Yeah, and one of the good things about that set, even though Purdue lost it, was that they got out of rotation when 3 players converged to try and get it off the floor, but then they all scrambled back to position. They got in rotation. It was just an unfortunate touch up that they couldn't get it, but that's a sign of strength for Purdue that they're able to fall out of position and then get back into rotation immediately after.
Swanson tried to go back corner and put a little bit too much on it. Out of play, and the Boilers are the first to 10 here in set number 3. Purdue hitting 286 as a team, siding out at 71.4%. Kansas hitting 226, siding out at 64.2. Kane sends it away. Big swing on the outside, and what a shot. Jovana Zelenovic finding the back corner there.
Yeah, it's just effortless power with her. She barely has to put any force behind the ball before it starts screaming past you. And that's why they have such a, people think that there's such a high ceiling for her. She's just so talented. She moves really well for someone who's 6'7" as well.
Monster swing from Grace Nelson. And Kansas cuts the Boiler lead to 1.
It's kind of interesting to see the 2 sides of the attack for Kansas. Zelenovic coming from the right side. It's almost effortless. Grace Nelson puts 110% of her body effort into a swing. And it turns out to be the same result. It's a kill that's going 100 miles an hour.
Lindsey Miller put her body into that swing and finds the floor. 11-9 Purdue. But yeah, partner, to go back to the Kansas Jayhawks offensively, there's just size, athleticism, strength, speed all over the floor for this Jayhawks team. And again, you know, you've mentioned it a couple of times, but Zelenovic, 6'7", the tallest player on the floor for both squads. And Rachel Williams, the hometown kid, gets the service ace to give the Boilers a 3-point advantage. Dad Calvin, who played football at Purdue and played in the NFL for the Baltimore Ravens, here in the building somewhere tonight, has to be happy watching baby girl swing the ball like she is. Outside, Boiler block. Too strong as Kansas can't keep it off the floor, and Purdue now leads 13-9.
I know we've been harping on it with Kansas about how impressive the speed of their swings is, but they've had the most success when they're just whipping it into the floor. They've had real difficulty when they're just trying to touch it over.
And if some is good, more is better. Rachel Williams with back-to-back service aces to give the Purdue Boilermakers a 5-point advantage.
4-0 scoring run for Purdue as well at this point, really streaking away.
Boilers keep it off the floor. Kane has to get it over, free ball for Kansas. Down the line. Boilers keep it up, back to Kansas. Big swing as Foster keeps it off the floor. But finished with style, Grace Nelson. After the long volley, and Kansas comes out on top.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
And you can't do that. Anderson goes off the antenna, point Kansas. It's 18-15, and Kansas starting to build a little bit of momentum. Purdue needs to answer.
Yeah, that one just got a little bit behind her. I think she just jumped a tick too late.
Klein goes short, confusion, and the Boilers can't put it down after a really nice serve from Klein. It's 18-16 now. And that's going to draw a timeout from Dave Shondell.
Well, for me, it's the dig numbers. Purdue's got 45 total team digs, Kansas just 34. So even in the absence of like really good blocking numbers from Purdue, which they still have 6, which is pretty good, but they've been digging at a really good rate.
So Lindsey Miller went down the line. It looked like it was out of play. So right now the point stays with Kansas, but Dave Shondell has pulled out the challenge flag and wants to take another look at it. This would be huge, as if it stands, Kansas has cut the Boiler lead to 1. If Purdue wins the challenge, they go up 2.
That was a pretty quick trigger from Dave Shondell on that card.
Ooh.
I would say almost definitely.
That is a quick one there, and we'll get the answer right now. Call is reversed. Point Purdue, and they now take a 3-point advantage. It is 19-16. We'll take a mulligan on that one. Is Julia Kane in the rotation for Cash Anderson, and Kane, the Windermere, Florida native, will head behind the service line. The Boilers looking to go up 2-1 here in this matchup. Kane. Miller, and that one was perfectly served up, and Miller, the chef, lays it down.
Yeah, the way that Kane serves is a little unorthodox. She just kind of pops it up there. I don't think she's intending to go for an ace, but just trying to force frontline players to have to receive it, and
Miller,
oftentimes they're not even expecting it.
Miller blocked that one. The Boilers keep it up, out of system. Tapped over. Kansas with another shot. Goes light. Woolard off the block. Purdue with another shot. Anderson back to Woolard. And Kenna Woolard goes wide at 20-17 now. A long volley there, and Ryan Swanson was able to get her hand out of the way of that one. The 13th service error of the matchup for Kansas. And it is now 21-17 Purdue. Miller. Big swing, but Kane keeps it up off the hands of Nelson. Zelenovic too strong as she tools that one off the Boiler block. Zelenovic now in double digits, 10 kills with 1 block.
Yeah, just right through the Purdue block. Now up to 10 kills on a 409 hit. playing very well, Zelenovic is.
Kenna Woolard right into the heart of the Kansas block. Woolard with 15 kills. Boilers are 3 away from taking set number 3. Anderson goes to Zelenovic. Back to Zelenovic. McAller, wearing her heart on her sleeve, keeps the ball off the floor. McAller again. Kenna Woolard taps it, and Kenna Woolard finishes for the Purdue Boilermakers. It is 23-18, but Ryan McAller with the save, 2 huge digs as we see the finish there from Woolard.
Yeah, McAller is having a fantastic game. I thought against Bowling Green she was a little unaggressive, just a little bit sloppy on defense. She has really locked in this game.
Grace Heaney as the ball gets ping-ponged around, and with that, Purdue will rise to their feet and see set point in set number 3, looking to take clear control of this matchup and go up 2-1.
Yeah, 3-0 scoring run as well for the Boilermakers.
Zelenovic stuffed. 2 hits is the call, and Purdue will get the 25-18 set 3 victory.
Due to
So
time
potent in the last
constraints, we
match
now move
that
ahead in
it's
the
kind of
action.
surprising that they're not going back to her more often. Now, granted, she's only had 2 errors and no kills on those 8 swings, but still, you know, you have to keep trying if you want to get her into the game.
You see the face right there of Grace Nelson, and boy, she is fired up after that timeout with the service ace, and now Kansas hits the 20 plateau first. Boilers down 7. Natalie Moravec in for Purdue. Dave Shondell looking to his bench to try to spark some offense. And Grace Nelson is igniting the Kansas Jayhawk offense here in set 4.
Yeah, Grace Nelson just doing every possible thing for the Jayhawks right now.
Now Woolard out of the middle. On the slide, McAller keeps it off the floor. Quickly to Grace Heaney. She tees that one off of Ryan Swanson's head, and it heads into the seats. Point Purdue as they end the run there, the Jayhawks. So now McAller back to serve with the Boilers down to 7. On the slide, cross court. Patak couldn't find it. Out of play, back-to-back points for the Purdue Boilermakers.
Yeah, Patak's been pretty inefficient on the slide today. 19 swings, 5 kills, 4 errors, just hitting .053.
Tooled off the block, Boilers able to keep it off the floor. Grace Heaney. And Grace Heaney meets the same fate as her teammate, stuffed at the net by Swanson and Patak.
Yeah, the blocking has gotten much better in this set as well for both sides. Kansas just grabbed their 8th. Purdue's up to 10 on this one as well.
Patak serves it. Moravec kept off the ground by Nelson. Back to Moravec. Nice job by McCarthy. A heavy dose of Natalie Moravec. Up the middle. Grace Heaney splits the defense and puts it on the floor. Heaney with 9 kills now.
Yeah, right through the seam. Iono not able to shuffle over there quick enough. She was preoccupied dealing with all of the Moravec attacks that she didn't realize that there may be another side to this.
Boilers keep it up. Nice block there. Free ball for Kansas. Down the middle. Great job keeping it up out of the Boiler back row. Another big swing. Off the block. Boilers with an opportunity. Moravec goes down the line. Grace Nelson gets there. McCarthy gets it over. And a sneaky no-looker from Taylor Anderson, and it's 22-17.
Yeah, really smart from Anderson, just dumping it down while Kansas is still kind of out of rotation. That's why she's going to be one of the key players for the Boilermakers this upcoming season.
Again, a little bit too high on the pass. Boilers get a free ball as Kansas has to get it over. Lindsey Miller on the slide. McCarthy keeps it up. Out of the back row, Boilers keep it up. Back and forth we go. Natalie Moravec off the glass and on the floor. Moravec, her first kill in 6 swings, and Purdue cuts the Kansas lead to 4 here in set number 4. And now out of the timeout, it's 22-18. Into the block, but it goes out of bounds. Point Kansas. It's 23-18, and nothing you can do there if you're Purdue.
Yeah, just aggressive swing from Swanson. Anderson gets a full arm on it, just wrong direction. Unfortunate for her.
So now Kansas 2 away from sending us to set 5. Woolard out of the back row. Swanson. And Lindsey Miller on the slide finds the floor. It's 23-19.
Yeah, really nice touch off the slide from Miller there. Usually she's slamming that across court. A little bit of a different approach this time, just touching it over the block on the near side. And able to drop it in. Kansas not able to keep it off the ground.
So now Julia Kane. And that one goes long, out of play, point Purdue. It's 23-20.
Yeah, too heavy of a swing in the middle for what was essentially an uncontested ball for Kansas.
Now, off the tape is Nelson. Purdue with an opportunity. Off the block, Nelson keeps it up. White gets it over. At the net. Back-to-back plays there, smart by Kansas. Tooling the ball off the Boilermaker block, and Swanson now with 19 kills on 51 swings.
Yeah, Swanson doing a really nice job just playing it into the Purdue block. Not trying to do too much with it, not trying to kill it.
Logan Bell. Kenna Woolard stuffed at the net by that block. Into the trees she goes. And now it's 24-21. Kansas will see set point in set number 4. Oh, excuse me, they gave the point to Purdue there. It's 21-24. And that will do it. Kansas .
Typically fans might feel a little nervous for a set 5. I think at this point Kansas fans have been desensitized to that kind of thing.
Kansas is used to it. Big swing from Miller. Boilers with another opportunity. Cash Anderson. That block on that right side continuing to remain strong for Kansas. Purdue looking to find the answer, and the Kansas block stands tall. First point goes to the Jayhawks. Boilers struggling to get through that block.
And Ryan Swanson rising up and blocking that one hard to the back row. No one there to collect for the Boilermakers. Advantage Kansas early on.
And advantage Kansas continuing, a service ace. The 8th for Kansas. The Ball is falling in the direction of the Jayhawks. A tough break there for Kenna Woolard. Woolard clean on that one. Anderson tries to go sneaky, gets stuffed at the net. Cash Anderson gets it over. Taylor Anderson with the solo block. 2-1 now. Anderson with 3 blocks now on the evening.
This is a really underrated part of her game is the jousting at the net. She almost always wins them. It doesn't matter who's on the other side. She just has such a good understanding of where the ball's going.
A tough break there for Purdue. Only their 5th service error of the matchup in comparison. Kansas has 15, but Kansas still with a 2-point advantage here in set 5. And Kansas with the teardrop, their 9th service ace of the evening.
Yeah, and they're starting to go after Kenna Woolard on that back right side.
Yeah, Logan Bell knows where to put it. Woolard, hard, smart, tough herself, and she puts that one on the floor. Boilers down by 2.
And the intention of serving it towards her is to try and take her out of the attack, because when she attacks, she does that.
You see it, Woolard exhausted here. Monster swing, and Heaney can't keep it up. 5-2 is the score now after the swing from Aisha Ono.
Kansas starting to pull away a little bit. Matt Ulmer trying to coach his side through this one. They've had so much heartbreak in set 5s this year.
Purdue still can't figure out the Rubik's Cube that is the block on that right side. That one goes long out of the hands of Zelinovich. Point Purdue, but again, Max, Kansas standing tall with that block over there with Zelinovich on the right side. Purdue keeps going to the well, but Zelinovich keeps taking the blocks. Boiler block. They've seen it enough on the other side. They're able to set it up their own way there. It's 5-4.
Yeah, that's an even dozen on the night for Purdue. Dior Charles, Grace Heaney in together on it.
Anderson goes to Zelinovich. And that was a mistake as Reese Patak set up right there at the net, able to finish.
Yeah, they haven't really teed up that short set in a while on the Kansas side, and that's what makes it so effective. You just use it a couple times when you need it.
But if you're going to set it up, you also have to make sure your block is there in the event that the ball gets attacked right away. Grace Heaney through the block, and a net violation against the Purdue Boilermakers. It's now 7-4. Three-point advantage for Kansas now. Molly McCarthy serving. Free ball for Kansas as Purdue couldn't play the serve. Tapped over, Nelson can't find it. Heaney again, Dior Charles with the dump. 7-5 now as Charles has her first kill of the matchup.
Yeah, like I said, she's been absolutely radio silent. It's because they haven't really been feeding her all that much, and finally one falls in her direction and she just dumps it down.
Woolard takes a deep breath in a two-point match and sends it away! Kenna Woolard with the service ace, and it cuts the Jayhawk lead to 1.
Yeah, really nice ball, just knuckling in the air. Molly McCarthy wasn't able to handle it.
Woolard kisses the tape but gets it over. Boilers with an opportunity to tie it up at 7 here. But Kansas will be the first to 8.
McAller playing with fire there.
McAller goes light. Anderson knew it was coming and got it over. Cash Anderson, pancake dig from White, and Kansas keeps it up. Oh my goodness! As it stands right now, point Purdue 9-7. Dave Shondell frustrated after that one. So Dave Shondell is going to try to throw out a Hail Mary here. But man, Max, let's go back to that play, and Ryan McAller got lost in the woods, and that is not a play that Purdue should have let hit the ground, and somehow it did.
No, there were 3 players in the area. I think it was Miller, Anderson, and McAller out there as we see the play that I believe is being challenged here. I believe he's challenging whether or not the pancake dig was actually there. I just don't see how McAlear's ever going to get there. I feel like someone else has to come get that ball, but I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he's just got to be more aggressive with it.
So the Boilermakers will win the challenge, and we are tied up at 8. That's what 23 years does for you, as Dave Shondell successful with it, and somehow the challenge has brought the fans to life here as Holloway tries to come to their feet. 8-8, Boiler block, over it, Anderson, Cash, money, as this place comes alive. Purdue takes the 9-8 lead in set 5.
Never let anyone tell you that challenges don't matter. They do matter. This completely flipped the momentum in favor of the Boilermakers.
McAller now. McAller keeps it up, back to Cash Anderson. Somehow White keeps it up. What a play by the libero. Boiler blocking engaged. Tooling it off the block, Purdue keeps it. Grace Heaney, oh my goodness, what a swing. That one bounced through the roof, and it is 10-8. A fever pitch inside Holloway Gymnasium as Purdue regains the lead and momentum. Standing right now behind the service line.
That's an incredible stat. 29 digs. I mean, it has been a fantastic game for her. She has really come into the role of libero in this one.
That one goes long. 3 in a row for Purdue now. Make it 5 in a row. 3-point advantage. Purdue's 4 away.
Kansas really just needs one here. They just need one swing, one block, one anything from any of their players.
Anderson digs it. Heaney. Boilers have to get it over. Lindsey Miller. Confusion for the Jayhawks, and Purdue takes advantage. It is now 12-8. Ryan Swanson for Kansas, 19 on 56 attempts and 232. McAller out of the timeout for the Boilers. And Kansas clearly with a response. It's 12-9, ending the 6-0 scoring run of the Purdue Boilermakers. We take one more look.
Yeah, Swanson looked like she was going to jump through the roof on that one. Just a lot of extra pump trying to get her hand over the Purdue block and through. And a big point for Kansas here.
Block party turning up the volume. Off the tape, dug up. Grace Heaney taps it over. Boilers keep it up. Cash Anderson. Cash goes slow. Kansas keeps it up. Back to Anderson. Cash Anderson kept up out of the back row from Kansas. One more time. Ryan Swanson, her 21st kill of the matchup, leading all hitters.
This is what Swanson has done for the last couple of matches for Kansas. When they need it, she is the rock. She is the one that puts the team on her back and says, I will take this from here.
service error, number 17, and Purdue is 2 away.
That's a huge killer. That's such a killer for Kansas here. Now just 2 points away from match point for Purdue, and they just handed one away.
So now Sienna Foster. Foster gets it over. Off the block, Boilers keep it up. Lindsay Miller on the slide. Cash money! Purdue will see match point in set number 5. It's 14-10.
I gotta say, Cash Anderson, as this match has gone along, she has gotten so much better with the game.
Woolard out of the back row. Kansas keeps it up. Kansas needs it. And that one finds the floor after a touch, a gasp from Boilermaker faithful here in Holloway. Dave Shondell keeps the green card, says play through it. 14-11. Block Party turning up the volume. Keys out. Miller on the slide. Game, set, match. The Purdue Boilermakers come back and win this top 25 ranked matchup 15-11 in 5 sets over the Kansas Jayhawks. What an environment, what a tournament, what a matchup here tonight on Big Ten Plus.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, what a game between these two sides. Just, it had everything. It had the swings, it had the defense, it had the blocking, it had the serving. It was really just everything that you could have asked for.